Ladies, listen to me. There comes a moment in every woman's life when she realizes no one's coming, not that man, not that friend, not even that family member. And in that moment, she has two choices: break down or build up. This is the story of the woman who looked in the mirror and said, "Enough. I'm done waiting. It's time to become who I needed." If you've ever felt alone, betrayed, overlooked, or underestimated, then this one's for you. What if I told you the way you start your morning could predict the success of your entire day, and eventually your entire life? While most people hit snooze and stumble into their day half awake, high performers follow a proven formula that gives them a massive edge before the world even wakes up. In this video, you'll discover the powerful truth behind the phrase, "Win the morning, win your life." Let's dive in. Step #1. Your morning sets the tone. The way you begin your morning creates a ripple effect that carries through the rest of your day. It's not just a cliche, it's a neurological and psychological reality. The state you enter in those first waking moments shapes your mindset, your emotions, and your ability to perform under pressure. When you wake up with intention and structure, your brain receives a clear message: this day matters. You prime yourself for productivity, self-discipline, and focus. Think about it. If you wake up late, rush to get ready, skip breakfast, and scroll through your phone while still in bed, what happens? You start your day behind, you feel scattered, your nervous system is already stressed, and your mind is reacting instead of leading. That chaos doesn't stay in the morning. It bleeds into every interaction, decision, and challenge that follows. You begin your day in defense mode, trying to keep up rather than take charge. But when you wake up early, with purpose, and follow a consistent rhythm, something powerful happens. Your thoughts become organized. Your breathing slows, your goals become clear. You build momentum before the world even starts asking for your attention. Your body wakes up in alignment with your intentions, and your mind becomes a tool rather than a trap. The first 30 to 60 minutes of your day set a foundation, and just like a building, if the foundation is strong, everything that stands on it will hold steady under pressure. Your morning mindset becomes the filter through which you experience everything else. It determines how you respond to challenges, how you handle stress, how you make decisions, and how much energy you bring to your goals. Step #2. The power of a morning routine. A morning routine is more than a collection of habits. It's a system for taking control of your life, starting from the very first moment of your day. It acts as a signal to your mind and body that you are in command, that you're not waking up to react to the world, but to lead it. When you establish a consistent morning routine, you're creating a framework that reinforces discipline, focus, and mental clarity. It becomes your personal foundation, one that gives you a clear edge over those who drift into their day without direction. The beauty of a morning routine lies in its simplicity and its compounding effect. You don't need hours, you need structure, a handful of intentional actions, done every single morning, can shift your mental state, elevate your energy, and put you in alignment with your long-term vision. Whether it's meditation to calm your mind, journaling to gain clarity, reading to feed your intellect, or physical movement to energize your body, each of these elements plays a specific role in building momentum. Together, they form a ritual that strengthens your inner architecture. More importantly, a morning routine eliminates decision fatigue. When you already know what you're going to do the moment you wake up, you remove uncertainty. You eliminate hesitation. That alone saves precious mental energy that can be directed toward your most important tasks, instead of wasting your most focused hours on small, reactive decisions. You step into your day already aligned, already clear, already driven. Over time, this consistency creates trust in yourself. You begin to identify as someone who follows through, someone who doesn't need to wait for motivation to act. The structure of a morning routine also gives you a safe space to reset, to recharge, and to recenter. No matter what happened yesterday, your morning ritual becomes a daily opportunity to recommit to your purpose. It's your reminder that you are not just a product of circumstance. You are a creator of results. A strong morning routine reinforces that belief day after day until it becomes part of your identity. Step #3. Focus on high-value activities first. Focusing on high-value activities first thing in the morning is one of the most powerful strategies you can adopt to accelerate your success and take control of your time. Your brain is at its sharpest in the early hours, before distractions, decisions, and stress begin to drain your energy and attention. This is your prime time, your mental peak, and it should be guarded like gold. During these early hours, your willpower is stronger, your thinking is clearer, and your emotional resilience is higher. That's exactly why it's the perfect time to dive into the work that actually moves your life and goals forward. High-value activities are the tasks that create results, not just movement. They're the difference between being busy and being effective. Whether it's strategic planning, deep creative work, building a business, writing, problem solving, or making key decisions, these are the tasks that require your best focus and yield the greatest return. Too many people spend their mornings reacting, checking emails, scrolling through social media, or tackling easy but low-impact tasks just to feel productive, but that's not productivity, it's procrastination dressed up as work. It robs you of your momentum and leaves you drained by the time you actually need to think critically or perform at a higher level. The key is to identify what matters most in your day, what will bring the biggest long-term benefit or generate the most value, and do that first before the noise begins. When you train yourself to work on high-value tasks in the morning, you build the muscle of discipline. You start to think more strategically, prioritize more effectively, and use your time with intention. It's not just about getting more done, it's about getting the right things done. This simple shift in focus can radically increase your output, reduce your stress, and give you a deeper sense of control over your direction. You become proactive rather than reactive. You no longer allow your day to be stolen by other people's priorities, minor requests, or endless to-do lists. You take ownership. You start with purpose, and by accomplishing something meaningful early on, you set a powerful tone for the rest of your day. It builds momentum, confidence, and clarity. It teaches you to value your time and protect your attention like a true professional. Step #4. Mental discipline through morning habits. Mental discipline is not something you're born with, it's something you train, and one of the most effective ways to develop it is through consistent morning habits. These early rituals act as small daily exercises in self-control, reinforcing your ability to choose long-term gains over short-term comfort. When you commit to waking up at a set time, regardless of how you feel, you're already taking the first step toward mastering your mind. Every action that follows, from getting out of bed without hitting snooze to journaling, reading, or exercising, is a deliberate choice that strengthens your ability to follow through. Habits practiced first thing in the morning carry more weight because they set the internal tone for how you handle the rest of the day. Each time you make your bed, stick to your schedule, or choose to focus instead of distract, you're building a layer of mental toughness. You're proving to yourself that you can keep promises to yourself, and that internal trust is the bedrock of confidence. This kind of discipline doesn't stay confined to the morning. It spills over into your work, your relationships, your health, and the way you handle stress and setbacks. Morning habits act as psychological anchors. They remind you that you are in control, not your emotions, not your circumstances, and certainly not your excuses. Even simple actions done repeatedly, like a 10-minute meditation, reviewing your goals, or writing down 3 priorities, train your brain to stay focused, present, and intentional. Over time, these small practices create powerful mental patterns. You start to notice that distractions lose their grip on you, procrastination becomes less appealing, and you're more resilient when things don't go as planned. The consistency of morning habits also rewires your brain for discipline through the science of repetition. The more you follow a set routine, the more automatic it becomes, which reduces the mental effort required to stay on track. This frees up energy for higher-level thinking and decision-making. You no longer waste time debating whether to act, you just do it. That's the power of discipline cultivated at the start of the day. It trains you to act with purpose, not impulse. It puts you in the driver's seat with a clear mind, a focused attitude, and the strength to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Step #5. Visualization and goal. Setting in the AM, the morning, is a sacred window of opportunity, a time when your mind is open, impressionable, and highly receptive. That's why it's the perfect moment to engage in visualization and goal setting. In those early hours, before the demands of the day take over, your brain is operating in a state that bridges conscious intention and subconscious programming. What you feed it during this time sets the direction for your thoughts, behaviors, and emotional responses. Visualization and goal setting are not just motivational techniques. They are mental training tools used by peak performers, athletes, and high achievers across every field to align their focus, strengthen belief, and accelerate progress. When you visualize your goals in the morning, you're not just daydreaming, you're rehearsing success. You're mentally walking through the actions, the emotions, and the outcomes you want to experience. This creates a vivid mental blueprint, which your subconscious begins to work toward, even while you're focused on other tasks. Neuroscience shows that your brain doesn't distinguish much between vividly imagined events and real ones. So when you see yourself succeeding, solving problems, staying calm under pressure, or achieving a major milestone, your mind begins to accept that vision as your new reality. That belief changes how you act. You approach the day with more confidence, clarity, and determination. Goal Setting in the morning adds structure to that vision. It takes your broad desires and turns them into focused intentions. By writing down or reviewing your goals each morning, you remind yourself of what truly matters, not just in the long term, but right now. This process helps filter out distractions and align your energy with meaningful outcomes. It shifts your attention from what's urgent to what's important. It also triggers a sense of urgency and responsibility. You're no longer wandering through your day hoping for progress. You're directing your effort with purpose and precision. The act of setting daily intentions or micro goals also reinforces a sense of progress. You create momentum by identifying exactly what needs to happen today to move one step closer to your bigger vision. That builds confidence and eliminates the feeling of being overwhelmed. You're not focused on climbing the entire mountain. You're focused on the next step, the next decision, the next action. And each day, as you return to this practice, you deepen the connection between your identity and your vision. You stop seeing your goals as far off wishes and start seeing them as inevitable outcomes you're deliberately working toward. Step #6. When the morning equals control the day equals master your life, there's a direct connection between how you start your morning and the level of control you have over your entire life. It's not just a motivational phrase. It's a formula that plays out in real time every day. Winning the morning means more than just getting up early. It means approaching the first part of your day with clarity, intention, and purpose. It means refusing to let the day dictate your mood, your priorities, or your energy. The person who wins the morning becomes the person who leads their day decisively, consistently, and with focus. When you win your morning, you create a psychological advantage that sets you apart. You gain time before the world starts making demands of you. You have space to think, to plan, to move, and to center yourself without distraction. That early victory, no matter how small, builds momentum. It reinforces the belief that you are capable of showing up for yourself. And that belief becomes the cornerstone of self-mastery. The small disciplines in the morning accumulate into a larger sense of control over your thoughts, your actions, and your results. This control extends into the rest of your day. When you've already accomplished something meaningful by 8 or 9 a.m., you carry that sense of progress into everything else you do. You make decisions faster, you manage your time better, and you're less likely to be thrown off by setbacks. Your mind is clearer, your body is more energized, and your emotional state is more stable. That's because you're not starting from behind, you're starting ahead. You're no longer reacting to the day, you're leading it with precision and calm authority. And when you do this not just once, but repeatedly, something deeper shifts. The consistency of mastering your morning forms the backbone of a productive life. It brings order where there was chaos. It creates structure where there was drift. You begin to rely on yourself in a way that builds confidence and resilience. Others may still be hitting snooze, waiting for motivation, or stumbling into their days without direction, but you're already moving forward with purpose. Over time, this consistent control over your day becomes your edge. It transforms how you approach goals, how you handle challenges, and how you show up in every area of your life. The person who wins the morning isn't just someone who wakes up early. There's someone who takes ownership of their destiny starting from the very first hour, so now the choice is yours. Every morning you stand at a crossroads. You can hit snooze and drift, or rise with purpose and lead. You can start the day reacting to life, or step into it as the creator of your results. It doesn't take perfection. It takes consistency. It takes commitment. And it takes the decision to show up for yourself day after day, long before the world expects you to. Because the truth is simple. If you win the morning, you win the day, and if you can win the day consistently, you'll win your week, your month, your year, and ultimately your life. So tomorrow, when the alarm goes off, remember who you are, and more importantly, remember who you're becoming. Get up, lock in, lead your morning, and go win your life.